Hello there. What's going on, everyone? Today, we're going to be talking about the start of the Armada Blitz because it is the start of the Armada Blitz. What is the Armada Blitz? Well, really just some kind of term that Brian Killen kind of keyed up. Basically, a lot of Armada articles are starting this week. And we are only a month away, less than a month away from the actual release of the Clone Wars Armada. So we have a lot of things to cover because we really have had no in-depth preview articles for everything that's coming out on the 4th of December. The 4th of December is less than a month away. We have only 3 Fridays between now and then. 3 Fridays. And there's a lot of articles that still need to come out and kind of get talked about. Now, if this were, a smaller release or whatever, that would be fine. So I'm going to kind of break down what we're expecting to see and also remind you guys that we're going to be covering more and more articles as they come out. But one of the biggest things to talk about, besides the Clone Wars itself, is the Armada 1.5 rule set. So there should be some actual release articles talking about the actual changes to the game. I expect at least one article talking about some of the new rules that we're going to see in more of an official capacity. This may come in just the form of a rules reference guide update, and they just post a little thing on social media, or maybe a full-blown article that highlights some of the important changes. We already know some of them based on some of the interviews that have happened lately. There was the revelation that you'd only be able to have 4 unique aces with defense tokens as far as your squadrons when it comes to squad building. We also know some of the rules about pass tokens. We also know some of the rules about the way that certain cards are not going to be in the reprinted card pack. So, but that's just some of the things that we know. There may be more, and I can't wait to see that. There's also an upgrade card collection coming out, and I think we certainly may get an article based on that particular expansion because there's a whole lot of errated and reprinted and recosted cards that are going to be a part of that. And I think that's certainly worthy of an article all unto itself as well. So that's certainly another article that could come out. Now, there's also a token pack. I don't know if we're going to see an article on the token pack because that's really just existing components that already exist. The really big takeaway for the token pack is that it's going to have pass tokens, which are going to be kind of a big part of the game and how, basically activation advantage works now. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see if they do an article for the token pack or not. I don't think they will. There's not really a whole lot of time. If that was like the only thing coming out, then there would probably be an article talking about maybe the way pass works and why you might want new pass tokens from the token pack. So I also don't think we're really going to need to buy the token pack for everybody. I'll buy one and take a look at it for you guys and do a review. But I think at least in the meantime, how many pass tokens are you really going to need? We don't know for sure yet. We'll learn more about that as time goes on, but I don't think people are going to need that many. And really, couldn't you just use a quarter or a penny or something like that, or any generic token, for your casual games, for your kitchen table games, for even your local meetup games? If once we start doing that again, I think the only time you really would need the official FFG pass tokens specifically would be at high level events, and I don't see them having any official high level events for quite a while. So we're gonna have to see if that actually happens. But in the absence of all that, I think most people aren't really going to need a whole lot of pass tokens. Now, what else are we going to be expecting articles for? Because I think we're going to see definitely a new rules article and definitely an upgrade expansion article. But the biggest articles that are 100% guaranteed to happen is a separatist fleet box article, as well as a Republic fleet box article. So basically articles for the 2 new starters. I think these would be 2 separate articles because they're 2 separate expansions. And I think in the spirit of like every other game and every other expansion, usually you have an article detailing the spoilers for that. There's been very, 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 very few products that come out without an article talking about like, here's what you can expect from this particular thing. One of the only ones that comes to mind is the Imperial Specialists article for Star Wars Legion expansion from a while back that I actually got it and was the first person to kind of spoil a lot of stuff, and but yeah. So I think in addition to a Republic article and a Separatist article, there's also the Squadron packs. Let's not forget about the Squadron packs, which are separate expansions also. So I think that we could be looking at 6 articles over the next 3 weeks, and that's a lot. That's a lot of articles. Now, that would mean that they may start doing 2 articles per week. And that's a lot of, hey, you know what, that makes me very busy, because that'll be a lot of content for me to cover over this next month. I don't know if they'll actually do that. They have been changing the pace in which they release things, and which they post articles. Like the days have been kind of like, it'll be like Tuesdays might be Star Wars Day that they do articles, and that might be the case for 6 months, and then all of a sudden they change it to Thursdays or whatever. So there's no telling what day it's going to be. It might be Monday, it might be Tuesday. Usually lately now, articles don't usually post on Friday. Friday's usually like, here's what's available now, here's what came out this week, and so I don't really expect we'll see any articles on Fridays. So either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday is when we'll probably start seeing Armada articles. It is possible we'll see 2 articles within a week, because there's certainly enough content for them to be able to do that. Also, in addition to the fact that all of these articles are going to be starting to come, and of course I will be bringing you, updates on these as they come out. We're also looking at, December 4th as the release date, and so that much is good. Also, Starhawks and Onagers are back in stock. So you can get those on fantasyflight.com. You can also probably get those at your local store. A lot of local stores are probably going to be getting shipments in soon. So hopefully, if you've been looking for something, people always ask me, when is this getting reprinted? When is that getting reprinted? Especially with Wave 8 stuff. This is your time to get on the ball there and get those reprints, get those things ordered now. So that much is very exciting. Now, if they don't do 2 articles a week, which I'm not sure if they're going to really do that. And we know that it all starts this week, because Brian Killen posted in, I believe, one of the Discords that, Monday starts the Armada Blitz. And so, and he's just kind of speaking off the cuff there. But the fact that he called it that makes me think that maybe we're going to be seeing more stuff than usual. That's why I said maybe 2 articles a week. They may just kind of dump more information into one article. So, like, for example, we might see the Separatist Fleet box combined with the Separatist Squadron pack in one article. And they might do the same thing for the Republic. So it stands to reason whatever they do for the Separatists, they'll kind of mirror that format for the Republic. So we might get just one article on both of these. So that might be 2 weeks, just 1 week for Separatists, 1 week for Republic, and then 1 week for all the existing changes to the game engine. So it could be another week that's both rules and the upgrade card expansion, because actually those could kind of go hand in hand. You could even do rules, upgrade card expansion, and token pack, because the token pack is kind of related to the rules. So that could be, they might just do, 1 article per week for the next 3 weeks. And that's entirely possible. And then on that last week is release week. So there's really, it's kind of too late. So once it hits like November 30th, which is that Monday of the final week before we have December 4th, when everything is supposed to come out. I don't know if they'll be publishing any articles that week, because that's release week. That's when everybody's getting it, and that's when somebody in Europe will have gotten it way early and then posted an unboxing already before me. And how dare they? Because I'm super jealous and want to be the first, but can't always be. That's the way things are. Anyway, so that's basically all I've got. So, as they post stuff, I'll be bringing to you news. We'll be looking at, I want to try and keep track of all like the updated news. There's also, I'm going to be working on updated what to buy lists. I'm going to be working on that for this month. So you can expect some updated, Armada what to buy first guides for the Empire and for the Rebels. For the most part, the old stuff is still good, but my new list is going to change a little bit based on the fact that we don't really need to factor in upgrade cards into our ships anymore. We really can kind of buy the ships that we think are cool, and I think that's could be enough of a guide on its own. But on top of that, we'll also add to the fact that, hey, after you get your upgrade card collection, here's some of the ships that I think are probably best served for, maybe new players and stuff, in order of like maybe building a fleet and all of that. So all of that stuff is coming, and I think really that's all I can say about it. I just want to get you guys hyped up. I want to get you guys excited. There'll be a lot of Armada coverage this month. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to cover other games too. We've got Marvel Crisis Protocol with the X-Men. That's coming out, I think, this week. We've got a lot more other stuff coming, also Legion and X-Wing and lots more. I will talk to you guys soon. I want to thank you all so much. And also, there's that $25 Amazon gift card going on right now. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. Be sure to check links down in the description below to find merch, or to find my website, where I have lots of good information on my website, including a lot of Armada expansions that I've made, specifically the AI expansion, the Deep Space Nine expansion, and the Titles expansion, or what I call the Nunchuck expansion. There's all kinds of information on Crabbok.com, so check that out. Links for all of these things down in the description below. I will talk to you guys later. Big thanks to my patrons. I could not do this without you, so thank you so much for your continued support. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and as always, have a great day. And daylight savings time is a bag of farts.